Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Pregame festivities just about over. Players about to head to their sidelines, just about set for action in the Big Ten. We've done all we can do here. Time to tee it up. Let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for the call. David and I will be with you at halftime.
It's the capital of Nebraska, and it's smack in the middle of the nation. Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, home of the Cornhuskers, is our setting once again.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. After an embarrassing blowout loss to rivals Penn State, the Cornhuskers look to get back on track against Michigan State, a team that's been one of the best in the Big Ten recently, but have started this season pretty poorly and have lost their star quarterback to injury, as well as their top two receivers. It will be that Michigan State offense and backup quarterback William Porter that we will see first. Nebraska, pretty poor showing in their last match against Penn State. Nothing went right for them. Offensively, one of the worst performances we have ever seen from this team. And defensively, they were valiant, but when there were plays to be made, they didn't make them either. 3rd and 2. Can the Nebraska defense force a 3 and out? Or are Michigan State going to keep their drive going? Tight end's going to motion to the right-hand side of the formation. 2 runs so far, but this one's going to be a throw. But an instant pressure up the middle gets to William Porter, and he did not stand a chance of getting that ball out. A heavy blitz from Nebraska, and it pays off, and they do get that 3 and out. A great start for the Nebraska defense, and now we see the Nebraska offense. One of the worst performances from almost every single player on this offense. Jeff Holland had an awful game. He got benched for the second time, and no one else stepped up on the offense. The running games continue to struggle. We had been trying out a new spread offense, and obviously that hadn't worked. The passing game, which was doing decently to start the season, kind of regressed a little bit, and the running game, which has not had anything going since week 1, continued to struggle. So now we're going to be debuting another new offense, more of a pro style. And on this first play, it's a good carry up the middle for a first down. Jeff Holland is going to be going back under center. We're going to see a lot more of 2 tight end sets and some sets with the fullback in there as well, some I formation. Plenty of different things, trying to see if we can find something that works for this Nebraska offense. After that good run, we're past the 50. 1st and 10, and it's going to be another carry. Jake Pierce looking to hit this left edge on a counter run. It's another solid run, but he fumbles. He loses the ball, and it's another awful start for the Nebraska offense. Once again, it looks like they're going to start pretty hot, get things going, and then a fumble on the second play. And now it's right back to Michigan State. Nothing will go right for this Nebraska team, more specifically the Nebraska offense. Single-handedly, everyone is finding ways to screw up. Today, so far, it's Jake Pierce. Now the defense is going to have to go right back out there and try to get another stop. A 3-yard run by the quarterback William Porter on 1st down, so it's going to be 2nd and 7. A 2-yard loss on an attempted swing pass to the running back on 2nd down. So it is now 3rd and 9. Nebraska defense has a chance to get back-to-back 3 and outs. 4-man rush is not going to get there, and they're not going to get the back-to-back 3 and outs. He has the receiver open over the middle of the field. That's Ian Stewart. He gets 17 and moves the chains. Pass rush for the Nebraska defense has been pretty non-existent the past 2 weeks, and that was a chance for them to pin their ears back and get to the quarterback, and, well, nothing better so far. 1st and 10, they are going to look to throw here from the shotgun, and he's got another man open over the middle. He breaks the first tackle and gets taken down just short of the 1st down. And once again, it's Ian Stewart. So just like that, Michigan State are in comfortable scoring range, 2nd and inches, and they're going to spread it out, and they're going to give it to the running back. Looking to hit this left edge. He cuts it up, and eventually gets taken down by the shoestrings after a gain of 6 and a 1st down. A run on 1st down loses a yard, and then a completion on 2nd down gains a yard. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. Nebraska once again with a chance to make a stop. Tight end's going to go in motion from this shotgun look. They're going to look to throw. It's a blitz from Nebraska. It's not going to get there. He's going to find his man in the flats. He's going to break the tackle. Looks like he could have stopped him very short of the gain, but instead we do stop him short, but only inches. I'd be surprised if they didn't go for this. They are. We shouldn't have even let them go for it on 4th down. We should have stopped them 5-6 yards short of the line of scrimmage, or the line to gain. But of course we couldn't make the tackle. So it is 4th and inches. Can we get the 4th down stop, or are they going to keep this drive going? They're going to look to throw. It's a goal line package, and he finds his man on the slant route. It's Fitzpatrick for a gain of 6. It's another opportunity for the defense to be able to get out of the situation, maybe force a field goal, but instead a broken tackle and then a 1st down. Just continuing to fail. Right now, no one can do anything right for this Nebraska team. The offense fumbles the ball, the defense has a chance to make a play, and they find a way to screw it up. A stop at the line of scrimmage on first down, and it's not going to matter. He's on second down. He walks unimposed into the back, into the end zone, untouched. 7 points for Michigan State. This team cannot do even the routine things. Hold on to the ball. Make a tackle. If they could just do that, they'd be in such a better position, but they can't. They routinely fail in these situations. The offense has the ball back 1st and 10, and they're going to have to drive down the field and get some points here. It's going to be a play-action pass. Jeff Hahn, his first throw attempt of the game, and he's going to find his man near the sideline, only 3 yards for Rodney Jennings. So that makes it 2nd and 7. They're going to come out in shotgun for the first time. 2 tight ends are still going to be on the field. And it's going to be a handoff. They'll counter run this time for Jake Pierce. Last time he touched it, he fumbled it. This time he breaks a few tackles, and he gets 10 yards and a first down. So now it's 2nd and 6, and we're going to come out in the pistol. Trips to the left-hand side of the formation. Jeff Hahn is going to drop back and look to throw. 4-man rush, and he's found his man. A very tight window, and he forces it in there to Brian Donaldson. It's a pretty big gain, 16 yards on the first reception of the day for Brian. Another gain of 4 on first down for Jake Pierce, and so now it is 2nd and 6. Tight end's going to motion from the left-hand side of the formation to the right, and it's going to be a play-action pass. Jeff Hahn looking to get the ball out. He does, and once again he finds his tight end, Rodney Jennings, on the play-action pass. This one, though, goes for 19. So now it's 2nd and 3 as we're nearing the end of the first quarter. From shotgun, Jeff Hahn's going to look to throw. It's going to be a blitz. He's got to get the ball out, and he does, and it's nearly directly to a Michigan State player. Not only nearly, it was directly to a Michigan State player. Fortunately, he dropped it. That was the drive-killing mistake that we keep getting. Fortunately, the defender couldn't make the play. 3rd and 3 now. From shotgun, and it's going to be Jake Pierce up the middle. He's got a gap, and he's got the first down. Can he fight for the touchdown? He can. We get into the end zone, and we are now on the board. The first touchdown in 2 weeks. Jeff Hahn nearly screws it up one more time. Fortunately, the defender couldn't make the play, and we now have parity once again. 1st and 10 for Michigan State. Wide receiver's going to come in motion to the right-hand side from this shotgun look, and they're looking to throw on first down. 4-man rush, and he's got his man on the slant route over the middle. It's Christian Fitzpatrick for a gain of 7. So now it's 2nd and 3, and Michigan State are coming out in the Maryland eye once again. This time looking to hit the right edge, and there is nowhere for him to go. Good pursuit from the Nebraska secondary and linebackers, and they take him down for another loss. So we're going to start this second quarter with Michigan State 3rd and 5. They're going to go 5 wide, going to look to throw. It's going to be a 4-man rush once again from Nebraska. It's going to get some pressure up the middle from the defensive tackle, and it is a deflection that falls right back to Christian Fitzpatrick. We could have made the play. We broke it up at the first point of contact, but instead it falls right into the hands of a Michigan State player. Literally nothing is going right for us. We got the pressure, we had the coverage, and it still didn't matter because of an unfortunate deflection. That's just the case of things right now with Nebraska. Anything that can go wrong will. 1st and 10 for Michigan State. An end around, and he gets a good gain of 5 yards. Once again, it's Ian Stewart. A gain of 3 on a speed option, and so we have another chance to get a stop. 3rd and 2. Wide receiver's going to go into the backfield, and it's going to be a handoff to this left edge, and he has all the space in the world. Another end around to Ian Stewart, and another first down. 5 yards on 2 first and second down carries. So now it's 3rd and 5 once again, and they're going to go 5 wide once again. This time looking for the corner, and they've got their man if he can hold on to it, which he does. And of course, it's Ian Stewart once again, this time for a gain of 21. Michigan State once again goes Maryland eye, and once again, they go nowhere. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. We've got a chance to make a stop here and force them to a field goal. 4-man rush, and it does eventually get there. We finally bring him down, and it is the defensive end, Ty Robinson, who gets his first sack. And it's going to be 4th and 16. He sets the record for sacks for Nebraska. That is 31 sacks in his career for Ty Robinson, breaking Trav Roberts' 30 sack record. And it's going to be forcing a field goal attempt for Michigan State. So after 2 promising drives, we might go 3 and out here. 3rd and 10. Jeff Hahn's got to complete this. We need to keep this drive going. He's going to look to throw. 3 wide look. Looking for the sideline. He's got his man. He floats it in there. And it is Brian Donaldson, and it's a big gain. He gets 31 yards, gets him down to the 50-yard line. That is what we needed. So after that loss of 1, it's 2nd and 11. Jeff Hahn's going to stay under center. 2 wide receivers to the right-hand side of the formation. And he's going to look to throw. It's going to be a blitz. He's got to get the ball out. Instead, he looks to take off. Down this right-hand side, he's got some space. He's going to try to fight for the first down. He's going to come up just short. But it's now only 3rd and inches. So we're now in makeable field goal range, but we want 7 here. 2nd and 2, going to be in shotgun. And it's going to be a handoff to Jake Pierce looking to go up the middle. He's got a little bit of space, and he gets the first down with a gain of about 7 yards. Good run. Unfortunately, it looks like Jake Pierce might have got a little nicked up in that run, so he is currently out of the game, and Ramir Johnson is in the backfield. Not ideal, because Jake Pierce has been running really well today. 1st and 10. Tight end's going to motion to the right-hand side of the formation, and it's going to be a play-action pass. Jeff Hahn is going to step up, and he's going to look for his man. He had him open, but the throw was off the line. Fortunately, it looks like the Jake Pierce injury isn't too severe, and he should be able to return to the game at some point. But unfortunately, another inaccurate pass on second down for Jeff Hahn, and so it's 3rd and 10 now. Bunch to the right-hand side. We want to get 7 here. We want to be able to take the lead. Jeff Hahn, gonna drop back to throw. It's a 4-man rush. He's gonna have time, but it's gonna run out. He's gotta get the ball out, and he does, looking for Brian Donaldson. But on the run, the throw is off the line once again, and he gets knocked down. So it's 4th and 10, and might have to just take the 3 points here. 3 poor plays from Jeff Hahn stops what was a promising drive. Unfortunately, we do get the 3 points to tie it up. Now our defense has 2 minutes to try to stop Michigan State here and maybe give the ball back to their offense. But on first down, the quarterback gets loose. He gets past 2 men, and he is in open space. It is a huge run by William Porter, 41 yards. We had plenty of opportunities to stop him, but he just ran right past everybody. Really bad defense from Nebraska. We were talking about potentially getting the ball back and maybe getting some points of our own in this first half, but instead, Michigan State looked like they're going to be in scoring position. Fortunately, a false start on first down puts him behind the sticks 5 yards, but it's going to be 1st and 15, and he finds his man wide open. It's another big gain and more broken tackles after another. Ian Stewart goes for 27. The defense started off the game pretty well. Since then, they have been awful. This has been just an absolutely horrific drive from the Nebraska defense. 2nd and inches, triple option. He's going to pitch it to the running back. He's going to get to the edge. He's going to break yet another tackle and get taken down short, which is what we did not want. Let him get into the end zone. We're not going to stop him. Now you're just forcing us to take timeouts. And actually, for some reason, Michigan State have been taking timeouts. So Nebraska still have all 3 here. 2nd and goal, they're going to run it up the middle one more time. Looking to hit the right edge now. And again, it's not going to work. And now Nebraska do take their first timeout. We do have a chance to get a stop here. Michigan State still in an I formation. Are they going to run it one more time? They are. Looking to hit this left edge. Can we break the tackle? He breaks the first, but the pursuit is there. And so we stop them from getting in the end zone. A big goal line stop. It might hold Michigan State to only 3 points. And we still have a little bit over a minute to work with. Michigan State do take the lead back, but a great goal line stop holds them to only 3 points. Now Nebraska's offense has the ball back. A minute and 11 to work with 1 timeout. 1st and 10 from shotgun, 3 wide look. Jeff Hahn gonna look to throw. He's gonna look for his running back, and it's nearly a pick 6. Jeff, what are you doing? Jeff Hahn started the game pretty well, but he has absolutely fallen apart in the last few series. 2nd and 10 now. 3 wide look to the right-hand side. Jeff Hahn, one more time. He's going to get pressure up the middle. He's going to get the ball out. And he's going to find his man this time. It is Rodney Jennings. He gets the first down and a gain of 13. And they're going to rush back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 6. 44 seconds left now. They snap the ball. It's a 5-man rush. They send the blitz. And one of them comes in completely unblocked. And so it is a loss. And I think Michigan State... No, I don't think they take the timeout here. But it's going to be 3rd and 13. And there's only 39 seconds left. That was a really poor snap from the interior of Nebraska's offensive line. Now there's only 18 seconds left. They choose not to use their timeout. 3rd and 13. He's going to get the ball out near the sideline, and he's found his man. It's Xavier Betts. He gets the first down, but now there's only 14 seconds left. Nebraska needs to look downfield now to get themselves into field goal range. 2nd and 10. They don't have many plays left. 10 seconds left. Jeff Hahn's going to look to throw. It's a 4-man rush. He's got some time. He looks down the field, and he nearly throws what could have been his 4th interception of the day. There's only 5 seconds left. This might just have to be a Hail Mary. They don't want to not at least take 1 shot at the end zone. So it's going to be a Hail Mary attempt here on 3rd and 10. 5 seconds left. Jeff Hahn's going to get the ball out, and he's got his man down the field, and it's a touchdown. James Hill gets behind the Michigan State defense. And out of nowhere, Nebraska get a touchdown in the first half. What just happened? I literally cannot believe what I just saw. But the Michigan State corners and safeties could not let us get in behind on that. It's a Hail Mary attempt. You don't let them in behind you. But we're going to have the lead, and we're going to start this drive with the ball here in the second half. But the first play actually loses 4 yards, so not a good start to the half. Now we've got it 3rd and 4, with a chance to move the chains and keep this drive going. Bunch to the right-hand side. Jeff Hahn's going to look to throw. It's a 5-man rush. He's going to get the ball out near the sideline. Did he get a foot down? They say he did. It is James Hill, the hero from the end of the first half, and he moves the chains this time with a 5-yard completion. So now it's 1st and 10. And on this first down, Michigan State are loading the box, even though Nebraska is in shotgun. 2 tight ends are on the field, and Jeff Hahn is going to look to throw. It's a heavy blitz. He's got to get the ball out. Everyone can see that they're blitzing here, Jeff, except apparently him. Just an awful play there from Jeff Hahn. It looks like they might be blitzing again over this right-hand side of the offensive line. Looks like they might have a corner or a safety blitz. So once again, he's going to have to get the ball out of his hands. 2nd and 17. He's going to look to throw. It is another heavy blitz. You got to get the ball out. This time he does. He finds his running back, Jake Pierce, out of the backfield on a little angle route. This time he gets 14 yards. So that makes it 3rd and short once again. 3 yards to go. Jeff Hahn's going to be under center, and it's going to be a run up the middle. They're going to trust Jake Pierce this time, and he does good by it. He gets 8 yards, and he moves the chains again. So the last few times we've had 3rd and short. This time it's 3rd and long. 3rd and 11. 3 wide. Jeff Holland under center. He's going to look to throw. He's going to have time. 4-man rush once again. He's going to drop it off to the running back, who's going to be just short. No, he's going to fight for the extra yardage. When he checked that down, I thought it was just going to be another 4th down, another check down on 3rd and long. Fortunately, Jake Pierce makes a play. Jake Pierce runs it up the middle for a gain of 3 before being absolutely walloped by a Michigan State linebacker on 1st down. And so now it is 2nd and 7. 2 tight ends on the field, wide receivers to the left-hand side, and it's going to be a play-action pass. Jeff Holland is going to have plenty of time, but it's going to run out, and he's going to drop the ball. Fortunately, we fall on it, but it is going to make it another 3rd and long for this offense. Trips to the right-hand side. Jeff Holland going to look to throw. It's going to be a blitz up the middle. He's going to get it out, and he does, and he finds his man. It is his safety valve, Rodney Jennings. He gets another big reception. This time for 26, putting them into scoring range and giving them a new set of downs. So it's going to take more 3rd down heroics here from Jeff Holland if we're going to get 7 points from this drive. 3rd and 7, we're going 5 wide. Jeff Holland's going to look to throw. 4-man rush one more time, looking for the sideline, and this one gets broken up. Even if he caught it, he might have been short of the sticks. He's looking for Brian Donaldson, but it's knocked incomplete, and so it's 4th and 7. Do they take the 3, or do they go for this? With the way the game is going, they feel like they don't need to take that risk, so they take the 3 points, and they give themselves a 7-point advantage. A false start by Michigan State on 1st down, so it's going to be 1st and 15. I formation, tight end's going to go in motion, but they are going to look to throw. It's a 5-man rush from Nebraska, but he's got a wide open receiver near the sideline, and he nearly gives them the 1st down. 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Nebraska defense has a chance to make a stop. Michigan State are going to look to throw it near the sideline, and once again, a wide open receiver, and he breaks the tackle and falls forward for a massive gain. Once again, Nebraska have a chance to make a stop, but instead, they allow a massive play. The secondary for Nebraska has been completely non-existent today. They have not shown up at all. It has looked simple for Michigan State through the air. 1st and goal now, and they are going to look to throw it. Why not? We cannot stop them, but the quarterback does look to take off, and he's going to get some solid gains, and he's going to break yet another tackle, and he's going to get into the end zone. For only holding them to 20 points, this defense has been horrific. The Nebraska defense has made their backup quarterback look like a Heisman candidate, and every single wide receiver on their depth chart looked like Biletnikoff candidates. It's been a no-show from the Nebraska secondary. Now their offense is going to have to respond. 1st and 10. Wide receiver's going to come, or tight end's going to come in motion, and it's going to be Jake Pierce who gets the carry, a little counter run to the right-hand side. But there is, once again, nowhere to go. The running game started off pretty well, but Michigan State have been keying in on it recently, and we cannot gain positive yardage. It's looking like if we have any chance of winning this game, it's going to be on the arm of Jeff Holland, because absolutely no one else on this team is stepping up. He does attempt to scramble on 2nd down and only gets a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 10 here, and we cannot afford to go 3 and out, not with how awful our defense is looking right now. 3rd and 10, trips 3 to the right-hand side, or 3 to the left-hand side, and he's going to check it down to the running back and try to let him make a play. He breaks 1 tackle, but it's not going to be enough. He only gets 8 yards, and it's 4th and 2. And with the field position, we can't really afford to go for it. So we just have to punt the ball away and rely on our defense, which feels like a death sentence. If they run the ball every single play, we might have a chance. But if they throw it once, well, that's going to be a 1st down. It's another Maryland die package, and once again, it doesn't really work. They only get 2 yards. I don't know why they're running it right now when they've completed all but 1 pass, and they're all going for 15 yards a play. Looks like Nebraska are going with a 3-down lineman, and only rushing 3. But it's going to be a screen pass, but we might get there. We do get a stop. Why they called a screen? I do not know. Just any traditional passing play, and you're getting 10, 15 yards. Okay, I'll take it. Right now, we're succeeding because of Michigan State's poor play call. So each team goes 3 and out in their last 2 drives, and we get the ball right back. 1st and 10. 2 tight ends on the field from shotgun. Jeff Holland's going to look to throw. It's going to be a blitz up the middle. He's got to get it out. And he does, looking downfield, and he's got his man. It is a great throw and a great catch for Rodney Jennings. This one goes for 30 yards. So now it's 1st and 10, and we're in comfortable field goal range. And Ramir Johnson is going to join Jake Pierce and Jeff Holland in the backfield. And it's going to be a play-action pass. He's going to look over the middle, and it's once again, it's Rodney Jennings. Another solid gain and another 1st down. And that reception puts Rodney Jennings over 100 yards for the game. He's had a really good one. 1st and 10 once again. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game. 2 tight ends, and it's going to be Jake Pierce on a counter run to the right-hand side. He uses blockers, but he kind of gets slowed up a little bit and eventually gets taken down after only getting 4 yards. A throwaway on 2nd down, so it is going to be 3rd and 6, and they really need to get 7 points here. 3 wide look from shotgun. Wide receiver is going to come in motion. That's James Hill, and Jeff Holland's going to look to throw. 4-man rush. He checks it down to Brian Donaldson, but he's got enough to move the chain. This is another 7-yard gain. They're now in 1st and goal. So that's going to signal a goal line package and Jaquez Yant to enter the game. They're going to let all the time run off the clock. Down to 1 second on the play clock, and they're going to snap it to Jaquez Yant, who looks to redirect for no real reason, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd and goal now from about the half-yard line. But if they do get in the end zone here, it will have worked in Nebraska's favor, as they are able to take even more time off the clock. Michigan State don't use a tight end. You're tied out. And it's going to be a fullback dive. Thomas Fedone, the converted tight end, gets the ball on the goal line, and he gets in the end zone. 50 seconds left in the game, and now we've got a 7-point lead. But this is almost worst case scenario for our defense, because they're just going to be passing the ball, and we cannot stop the pass. 1st and 10, they are going to look to throw it, 4-man rush. He's going to look near the sideline, and it's intercepted? No. Or did he? No? No? Okay, no. He doesn't look like he got his feet in bounds. That was nearly a game ender. So it's just going to count as an incompletion, and it's going to be 2nd and 10. 47 seconds left, and it's going to be a screen pass, but no one is going to get there, and he gets taken down for a huge loss. That is worst case scenario for Michigan State. They lose 12 yards, they're forced to take a timeout, and now it's 3rd and 22. So Michigan State are really behind it right now. 3rd and 22. Only a 3-man rush from Nebraska, but the pressure's going to start to get there. He's going to have time. It's going to run out, and it's going to be an interception. That is a game ender, and it is a pick 6 maybe. He gets taken down just short of the end zone. He doesn't quite get the pick 6, but Miles Farmer just ended this game. Nebraska could look to pad the stats and get into the end zone, but they're just going to take a kneel. There's nothing Michigan State can do about it. And they're going to end this game. Michigan State are going to use their timeout, but it's too little too late. They can just kneel it 2 more times, and this game will be over. Now Michigan State are out of timeouts. There's only 31 seconds left. So just kneel it here, and this game is over. And it is a huge, much-needed bounce-back win for Nebraska. And who would have guessed it would have been their defense, who had been picked on all day long through the air. But in the last 2 drives, they get a 3-and-out, and then they get an interception to end it. The offense had a pretty good game, especially based on what we saw last week. A much better game from them, both running the ball and passing the ball. But the defense struggled a lot through the air, but their running defense was absolutely tremendous. And when they needed to step up, they did. And they have won this game for the Cornhuskers. And the player of the game is given to Jeff Hahn. He had a few up and downs. He had a couple of drives where he just could do nothing right. But there were times as well. He had a lot of really good 3rd down conversions. And as a whole, I thought he did have a pretty solid day, especially based on what we saw last week. Boy, did we need that. After only putting up 3 points against Penn State and looking just wholly incompetent on offense, it was a much better performance today. And a lot of it was due to, some decent balance. Our running game was a lot better than it's been all season long. And Jeff Hahn was pretty solid. Only sacked 3 times, which is an improvement. 63% completion percentage, not too bad. 278 yards, he had some big plays through the air. That is an area we've really struggled in. But no interceptions, even though he probably should have had 2, 3, or even 4. He did have some passes that could have ended drives that really would have hurt us. Fortunately, Michigan State's defense wasn't able to make the play. Our running game started off really well today. It did slow down a little bit as the game wore on, but that's when Jeff Hahn stepped up a little bit, made some good throws, and converted some good 3rd downs. But 4.6 yards per attempt is still really good for this team, considering we've been averaging around somewhere in the 3s, it feels like. So 83 yards, a touchdown, still a really solid day for Jake Pierce. Receiving wise, it's always Rodney Jennings stepping up at this point. He is the most reliable receiver we have had in this series, probably. He has been absolutely tremendous to end last year and to start this year as well. 102 yards, just always reliable, always open. But I want to highlight Brian Donaldson. He finally had another solid game. He'd gone a pretty long stretch without really being that involved, but today he was open quite a bit and he made some plays. Only 1 drop. I thought he had a pretty solid game. Defensively, the rush defense was absolutely tremendous, led by Blake Harper with 10 tackles. But look at the number of tackles for loss. 2 for Ty Robinson, even though they were both sacks. 2 for Joseph Monroe, more of the coverage linebacker. 2 for Blake Harper. 2 for Gilmore, one of which was a sack. 1 for Heinrich. 1 for Farmer. 1 for Tim Hart. Our run defense was absolutely tremendous after really struggling last week. But our pass defense, pretty poor. 3 sacks in total. Ty Robinson with 2. Antonio Gilmore with 1. But when we weren't getting sacks, we weren't getting pressures either. Their quarterback had all the time in the world to throw, and the receivers had as much separation as they could ever want. The secondary just did not cover well today. Fortunately, Miles Farmer did ended up pretty well right there with the interception that sealed the game. But outside of that, the secondary really didn't do anything. Looking at these team stats, there's one thing I want to highlight. Obviously, the total offense is pretty good. 365 yards, really nice to see. 87 yards, a lot better improvement running the ball. 278 yards on offense throwing the ball. That's really nice to have. But this 3rd down conversion percentage, This is where we have really struggled the past few weeks. We've just not been able to complete third downs at all. 73% today. That is exceptional, and that is what we needed. That felt really good. Michigan State have really beat up on us this series, so it's nice to finally get one over on them. They are having a poor season, and they're missing one of the best quarterbacks in college football, if not the best quarterback in college football, but their backup still did a pretty good job. But just the Nebraska offense finally stepping up. They didn't fumble the ball on that first drive. This could have been even more comfortable. And I thought after that fumble, oh, here we go again. It's going to be more of the same. Fortunately, for the most part, our offense really stepped up and didn't make too many mistakes, even though there were times where Jeff Holland really tried. When we started this season, my goal was to get to the Big Ten championship. After getting humiliated by Penn State, it looked like, yeah, that's definitely not going to happen. And it still might be unlikely. But hopefully this win against Michigan State can really kickstart the rest of our season. We might not go on to make it to the Big Ten championship, but hopefully we can still have a solid season. But if we're going to be successful, we're going to have to play well in these next 3 weeks, because after that, the schedule gets extremely tough. Up next, we've got Purdue, who started the season ranked pretty highly. They've struggled a little bit, started off 2-3. Then Minnesota, who've been the worst team in the Big Ten over this series, but they're having a good start to this season, as they started 3-2, but they are 0-2 in the Big Ten. Then Northwestern, who have started really hot, started off 4-1, 1-0 in the Big Ten. Then, yeah, it gets tough. We take on number 15 Michigan. We know the kind of talent they have. They're 3-1, and we're going to have to travel to the Big House. Then we play Wisconsin for the first time. They're 3-3, 1-2 in the Big Ten, but they still have plenty of talent. That's not going to be easy, especially because we're traveling to Wisconsin. And then we end the season like we always do, against Iowa. This year, they're ranked 23, 3-1. That's going to be a tough test as well. So if we have any chance of getting to the Big Ten championship, we're going to have to beat Purdue. We're going to have to beat Minnesota. We're going to have to beat Northwestern. And then we're going to have to get a couple wins probably against one of Michigan, Wisconsin, or Iowa. We can't be thinking too far ahead. We have to take this one game at a time and try to get better every single week, which I think we did do this week. We definitely improved on that performance against Penn State. The offense looked much better, but there's still a lot of room to grow. So I'll see you next episode as we take on Purdue. We're going to look to fully put that Penn State result in the rearview mirror and see if we can establish a winning streak. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell? The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.